That's an eastern towhee. That longer one is a chestnut-sided warbler. And a hooded warbler. That's a hooded warbler. woodpecker. Time for some lunch. Heavy food bag. Today's a tortilla, some cheese, some pepperoni. Now we'll just sit here and listen to some birds. That is an American robin. And that is a red-eyed vireo. I don't know what that was. Some people though. Sounds like they're coming south. Haven't seen anybody all day. When you're heading north, You don't get to see a lot of people, but I had some friends who slack packed back south yesterday, so they went up to, I guess it's Iron Mountain, and slacked back to, I did 20 miles, they slacked back to the Sam's Gap, I think. And they said they passed 48 people. They were counting. So in that 20-mile section, there was 48 people hiking north. So when you're hiking north, you normally stay behind people or in front of people. You don't see a whole lot of people passing you, or you don't pass a whole lot of people, but 48 people stretched over 20 miles. You can imagine you don't see a lot. There are a lot of hikers out here. I just don't see many. And I haven't slack packed yet, and I haven't, decided to jump ahead and come south to avoid maybe some more difficult terrain. Sometimes it's easier to go downhill in some people's mind than it is to, climb. So they'll jump ahead and hike that same mileage south, and no judgment, but I like to do my own thing. If I want to take a nap, I take a nap. If I want to pull up early, I pull up early. If I want to push on, I push on. I think when you get a ride further north to hike south and you have a ride waiting on you, it just creates a timeline that for me is just irrelevant. It's not something I like to be, pigeonholed to. I came out here to get away from deadlines and I had been away from them for a long time, but I think a lot of people come out here to get away from expectations and deadlines and planning and coordination. And believe me, there's a lot of that out here. People, charting miles and having a plan, but I don't. I eat when I'm hungry, I sleep when I'm tired, and I hike when I hike. And that's it. Gonna hike. Top of Unica Mountain. It's a pine forest. It's kind of eerie. Spooky. Be up here all alone. It's hard to see, but it's really this like dark green. It's damp in here, and just eerie. Everything's covered with this green moss, the ground, all the trees. Definitely looks like the dark forest. So it's so beautifully green up here. I'm about 3.5 miles from Iron Mountain Gap. I think it'd be like a 12.4 day. I'm getting picked up there again. I have to get a brace for my ankle. I just have to get it, man. It's okay, but these downhills are really killing it, and I'm still struggling a little bit on the uphill, so It's like grimacing and limping with every step, especially later on in the afternoon. So I'm gonna get picked up again. I should have slack packed today. It was available to me, but I didn't, because I didn't really plan on getting picked up, and I was gonna kind of hike past Indian Gap a little ways, or I mean Iron Mountain Gap a little ways. But it's already almost 3:30. I think I got about 3.5 miles, and I'm gonna get picked up at 5. So I'm cruising a little bit. And I think there's a big group that's going to all you can eat Chinese too, which is a little bit of a motivation. And I'll be back in the morning, and this will be my last stop in Irwin. So I got my miles in today. I got my miles in yesterday, and got off trail both times and got a good meal. So ready for the push to Damascus come tomorrow, and I'll have a nice new ankle brace. Gonna get one of them lace-up ones, I think, which we'll see how it works. But man, it's beautiful here. Oh, and the reason I didn't slack pack was because I hike my hike, man, and I don't want to be on a time schedule. You know, if I want to take 35 minutes to sit somewhere and enjoy the view, or an hour or whatever, and knowing like I'm going to get dropped off this time and I got to be at this mile marker by that time, it's just not me. And then I feel like I'm rushing, and I don't know what I'm going to see. I don't know what I'm going to witness, but someone's expecting you to be somewhere at a certain time. I like to cruise, man. I do like the feeling of getting some miles in, you know, around the 12-mile mark or so. But I don't want to say this is how long it's going to take me, because I have no idea. Sometimes I hike fast, sometimes I hike slow. Sometimes I'm like a yo-yo hiker. So, and with any, like, I haven't found a pace yet, so I will, like, especially on the uphills, I will like almost run a couple hundred yards uphill, and then I have to stop and catch my breath, and then I run a couple hundred yards uphill, and I still haven't got my breath or my pace yet. So I'll breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth and try to go slow, but my legs just want to go faster, and faster than my lungs can handle it, I guess. So, you know, I hike the way I hike. You figure almost 400 miles I'd have it figured out, but I don't. So I don't like being under a time constraint and inconveniencing anybody, and people waiting on me or whatnot, or feeling like I'm rushed. I like to chill. So now, I mean, even now, I just feel like I'm rushed now to get to the next 3.5 miles, and I know I'm not very patient. Miss Jen's come to get me with a whole crew of people, and they're all patient, and I love them guys, and real good to me, and fun to be around. So they were gonna hike today, and that's the other reason I'm getting off. They were gonna hike today. They were gonna leave from Iron Mountain, and I was gonna be, you know, a day behind them, but they ended up zeroing. So it makes sense for me to get off and step off with them guys tomorrow, man, and get a good meal again, and get my ankle looked at and taken care of, and hopefully I can remedy it a little bit more. You know, I'm not getting off trail for it. I just need to find a solution and keep pushing forward north. All right. Oh, there's a shelter coming up, so might as well show you this shelter. I don't know the name of it. Cherry something, I think. So I've only seen about 2 hikers today, but there's somebody down here, I think. Bug in my eye. You got what I need.
You sing it too nice.
Who does?
Yeah, get that right.
All
You're
right.
recording.
All right. What's your trail name?
Wallace.
I ain't got one.
I thought you were going with not yet.
Well, ain't nobody named me yet, so yeah, not yet.
Hiker trash. Walgreens style, man.